I don't know what happened. I don't know if somebody tried to video in or something like that, and it just kicked off the connection. But I got shut down for some reason. But I'm back here. I'm going to spend a few more minutes, and then I'll probably kick it out and go relax, get ready for another day of work. So I hope a lot of you get to come over. I'm going to see if I can pop it up as I'm talking, because I know I want you guys back where I'm at.
Is it stopping?
No, it's still rolling from what I can see.
Okay.
All right. I hope you guys got that. I'm really sorry. I don't know what happened on that one because my internet was perfectly fine and it just like shut me right out, like somebody was messing around on here. So I don't think I'm hacked because this is actually quite a secure computer. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, one of the last questions I had, what were the last two questions I had there? One of them was, where can I watch you? I'm still working that out. I need to get a hold of a lot of different people, especially with the book, the show, and everything like that. Been a heck of a ride so far, but I'll keep you guys posted. But right now, this is where you can watch me, and I'll be bringing things on. So I'd like to meet every one of you. I'd like to see and be a part of every one of you. I think this is a lot of fun. I'm meeting some really great people through here. I've met and I've talked to all of you are just amazing. And you really are. It is really nice to talk to people who are very open, that ask questions, and that are willing to learn something, even if I'm sure a lot of you are very professional, but there's always something to learn from each other, and I take that too, and I've liked seeing that from other people, so thank you very much with that. So when I was going off on the Native American stuff, that's where I left off there, and I'll probably skip back and forth. But so I'm going to give it a few minutes to go ahead and let you guys ask whatever you like. I'm going to give it a second to pop up because I know this has a delay, and I'm sorry that it happened. Those technical difficulties are a pain when you do live, I guess. Newbie here. You know, Randy, we all started somewhere. And that's what I always say. Learn all you can, and I'll answer any questions. So just be real careful. So I will always say that a million times over. Just be careful. Yeah, everybody's got to start somewhere, and I got educated by at that time some of the best. Now I'm not saying I'm one of the best in the world right now. I just like what I do, and I like to help other people. So I'm here for whatever questions you may have. Oh, you know what? I was told that you had that question come up, and I'm sorry because I kept bouncing back and forth. Everybody going with me, so I'm really sorry, Dustin, on that one that I skipped it on the last one. But I'm back here now for you. I don't know what I want to believe on that. I think really what would make me really get a sense of things is if I was to go there and really check it out and see where things are sitting. You know, you want to believe, like, there's vortexes out there. Who knows? That could be the actual gates to hell. I don't know, and I don't want to give a bad opinion before I've had my foot standing there. So I'll tell you what, if I get myself there, I will make sure to report everything. I'll even put it on live. I think that would be a phenomenal thing to work with. Thank you for the advice you were giving me. You can never learn too much about anything. That is very true. I completely agree with you, Mike. And if you have anything you want to share with me that maybe I could learn from, I'd love to hear it. I really would. I think working together as a paranormal community, rather than the trash talking they like to do, I think working together will benefit all of us a lot more in the long run. So if you have any good advice or some good techniques, I would love to hear them, and I will try them. I want to say this, though. I am going to get a spirit box, the one that was recommended to me on an app to go through the phone. Yeah, not so good. So we're not going to, I won't proceed with the one on the phone, but I will get a real spirit box and we'll give it a shot. I have a friend of mine in St. George who's got people that have one that they'll probably loan me, so we'll take a look at that and see how that runs out. What else have we got? What other questions may we have? I can sit here and smile and just, you know. So,
Brandon said he likes your hat.
Peabody? Yeah. Tell him thank you. Did you ask him if he likes my pistola? That's one thing about this community. It's right there. You got it's a lot of people love the cowboy stuff and it's really funny. I wore this hat all over Kanab, and I fit in quite well. It was really good, and it was really funny because I listen. I've heard some country songs I like, but I'm just not a really big country fan. I have ridden horses. I just don't own any. I have roped cows. I just won't do it again. So, I mean, I think more when I say cowboy for me, it's more costumish than anything else. Redneck, I think we're all rednecks around here for the most part. Well, for the most part.
Where's your favorite place to go?
Where's my favorite place to go, son? So far, it would be Mountain Meadow. I know when we started this Facebook and the sites up that we did a little bit of Mountain Meadow, and this was actually, we originally did it out there. We did a small ghost hunt out there. It was actually quite a bit of fun, but it's I know I can do a lot more. Mountain Meadow is truly an amazing place to ghost hunt. The reason behind it was not just the slaughter, the whole thing. There's also a lot of history through it because it's a part of the original old Spanish Trail. The conquistadors came through. There was actually several different things going through there, as well as conquistadors, the Jesuits. I mean, there Native Americans. There's a lot going on in that little bit of an area, and I think the massacre that ensued, I think that opened the doorway to a lot of other things that are still running around there. So every time I go there, there's something different in there. So Mountain Meadow is absolutely one of my favorites. But I'm sure as the time goes on, I might find more favorites, or something that I like a little bit better. And I'll keep posted on that. There's different ones. I just enjoy it all, to be honest with you. All right. Good evening, Chuck.
He's from Oregon.
From Oregon. Wonderful. Bruce from Mississippi.
Brooke.
I'm sorry, Brooke. I was told to wear my glasses, so my bad. I got somebody over there reading questions to me at the same time. So I will, you'll see me in glasses eventually, I promise. Let's see. Brooke, when's it? No, I have not been to Bodie, Nevada. I think somebody came on 2 or 3 weeks ago, wanted me to go over there, and they were kind of explaining some of the different things going on over there. If you have some stories or things that are happening on around there, I'd love to hear them. Kind of get me motivated to come to some of these places. So.
Alan in Alabama.
Good evening, Alan in Alabama. And Brissa in San Diego. I got people all over now. I wonder where my buddy Andrew is, from Japan over there. I haven't seen him all day. And he asked me when I was going to be on. I hope he's out ghost hunting or something good going on. Let's see. I've never hunted Mississippi. In fact, I have never been to Mississippi. The closest I've been to, actually, that's not even that close. But Kansas, Oklahoma, things like that. But no, I've never been to Mississippi. Is there a reason I should go? I mean, if you have some great stories, I'd love to hear them. Like I said, get me pumped to try and get out that way. I love the Middle America. I love going back east. I love my country. Plain and simple. Let's see. Yeah, no, we're keeping it pretty good. So, and I'm really glad that I'm getting to find out some new stories about new states and new cities and new towns. And pardon me, if you have a great ghost town around you with a great story too, Send me a picture of the ghost town. I love historic pictures. If the historic one or one that you took, I love just to see them because I think they're really interesting, especially that old decay that comes through them. So please send them to me, even if there's not paranormal in them. I love to see the ghost towns, and if you have a story that attributes with that, send me that as well. I really want to hear what's going on. Let's see.
Teresa in Mansfield, Ohio says they've got a few places to haunt.
Mansfield, Ohio. Okay, what places are we talking about over there in Mansfield, and what's going on?
Justina asked her the best place you've been to.
The best place for paranormal activity? Constant? I think that was when I was in Atchison, Kansas. Atchison, Kansas is known to be Kansas' most haunted town. It's birthplace of Amelia Earhart. It has some of the oldest still standing brothels. They're not actual brothels now. One's a steakhouse. And it has the Shelley House, which is one of the most haunted houses in America, which is actually quite a dangerous one for those who are starting out. It's not one I would recommend going to do until you've learned. Right across the street is the Glick Mansion. Glick Mansion is completely full of paranormal to the point where you go in the attic where they say the lord of the house would be upstairs smoking his cigars away from the wife and kids, and you will still smell the waft of cigar smoke. You'll get some great pictures out of it, great EVPs. I love that whole town. For some reason, when they say Kansas' most haunted town, I'm in complete agreement, and I have a great time every time. So I recommend that one right there. And I'm sure everybody has their own opinions. There's much of the earth I have to travel and much of the world I want to see to do this. So, and I know things are going to change as well. What do we got going on?
Chuck wants to know if you've gone to California and if you recommend any places.
California, there is several tuberculosis hospitals down there towards Southern California, around the Tehachapi, Bakersfield, even over there in the Sacramento area, that I recommend if they'll let you in anymore. Some of them have gotten so old and decrepit that they're falling apart, but that's where I go. There's some of the old missions that are there from the conquistador days. In fact, if you go through, if you look through there, Los Angeles has one still running around there. It's, well, the area anyway, that's quite an interesting paranormal activity through. Los Angeles was off the Los Angeles mission. Started off through the conquistadors and what have you. But that's where I'm recommending it. That's the only one in California because I haven't done a lot in Northern California. In fact, I haven't really spent a whole lot of time in Northern California, either way it goes. But in Southern California, that's where I'm banking on. So you want to research the old hospitals and make sure you can go in and what you can do and where they're at, and they're worth every minute. So.
Justin's from the land of Oz.
Hello, Dustin from the land of Oz. Oh, good. Another Kansas right there. What do we got with Brooke?
Natchez, Mississippi is an old town with lots of stories. Most are available on the internet. Also, Vicksburg National Military Park.
Vicksburg. I've heard of Vicksburg. I haven't heard of the other one, so I will look that up. That'll be something fun for me to research. So I'll take a look at that, Brooke. I really will.
Justina says to go to Denver.
Go to Denver? What's in Denver, Justina?
Sandy wants to know if you're on television.
Am I on television? I wish right now. I'm trying that one. I do own the rights to a television show. We got ready to go out and film it back in 2009. We had a production company. We were getting ready to go into production. We had it lined up for it was actually a toss between Discovery and History at that time. And unfortunately, 2009 is when everything dropped out. The market dropped out. PAS Media Inc., who was my production company, they sold out to Atlantic Film Studios. And I got my rights back to my program. And the only reason I've held off until now is I wanted to wait for several reasons. I wanted to get my book finished, and then I wanted to turn around and let some of these newer shows come up, kind of fizzle down a little bit before this one came out. I guarantee you with this show, once we get it up and running, it is very different from what's on TV, just so you have an understanding of that. You're not going to see me crossing my arms looking pissed off on the camera. I might look pissed off, but it'll be for different reasons. It's not just to have an attitude. And I'm not going to sit around and go, did you hear that? If you see my head turn, it means I'm trying to listen and hear what's going on around me. But hey, did you hear that? Be quiet. So I'm actually getting ready to work back into that and get those things running again. My lawyer right now is working very hard to get the rights back from my book, and that's been my concentration because that book means the world to me, and I cannot wait to finish the sequel. And I'm also going to be writing a book that coexists with the television show. What do we got?
Teresa says, check the Malabar Farm, Mansfield Reformatory, Bisman Building, Shadows and Noises.
Okay, I'm going to put that down there. I'm going to take a look at those. I love new places, especially if I haven't heard of them and I haven't done any research. It really gets me excited because I think those are fun places. What do we got now?
Chuck's saying that they're thinking about traveling to California.
There's a lot in California. California itself has a very rich history. I mean, you go back quite far in their history when you have the different cultures through there. You have the Old West. Just the old gold rush. I mean, how many people were slaughtered during that? There's actually a lot of stories that go with that. So California itself, there are quite a few groups out there. Be careful with some of them. I mean, when you talk to them, because they have this thing where, oh, you're in my backyard crap. Just bypass those. There's always some that not only will work with you and give you some great advice and places, but they might even come with you and help you do the investigation if you want. I know you might not need help, but you might meet some new friends at the same time, or they might have some really great equipment too. So I'm not telling you to use them. I'm telling you to make new friends sometimes. There are some of the old cemeteries. Be real careful in those. Like I said, the old insane hospital, the old asylums. Yeah, be there. I'm trying to remember the name of it. Once I get the names and stuff put together, I'll message you up and I'll put that over to you because there's an asylum there that is still standing. It's not very well known. It's in a very small community in California, and I think it'd be a wonderful area to go into. So I'll get that over to you as soon as I remember which one it is. Okay. All right. Can I get a shout out to my little ghost hunter in training, Scotty, who turned 9 today? Scotty, happy birthday to you, ghost hunter in training. I can't wait. I got to see what you're going to do. 9 years old today. Happy birthday to you. I don't sing. Okay, we're back. I don't know what happened, but we're back. So, Scotty, happy birthday. I don't sing very well, so I'm not going to really sing happy birthday here. Well, I was told I sing okay in the shower, but we'll go with that.
Justina says Molly Brown's house would be in Denver, I believe.
Molly Brown, really? The unsinkable Molly Brown? Because that would be excellent. I actually had a liking for that kind of woman. If you actually read her books and her memoirs and stuff, that was a strong, strong woman. I loved it. Okay, so if that's the right Molly Brown, I'm all for it.
Brooke says I grew up not far from where the civil rights workers were murdered in Philadelphia, Mississippi. We used to ride ATVs around there, and sometimes at night, and you could feel a cold spot in the exact spot.
Not great. Brooke, I'm sorry. I'm reading your post, and I'm really enjoying that. I'm gonna have to look at that. Not great history from my hometown, but strange. Hey, look, there are dark parts to every town. Mountain Meadow, the Mormons went out there and slaughtered men, women, and children. It's not great for that town either, but you know what? The best thing about history is if we learn not to repeat it. We learn from our mistakes. So I actually want to really check into that because that actually sounds like something right up my alley there. Go ahead. What's the next one?
Chuck says my team wants to go to the insane asylum. I think it's near Santa Clara. I forgot the name.
Yes, you're right. It is near Santa Clara. I'll get you the name, and I will see if I still have the contact information.
Santa Clarita.
That's a good point. No, I think it's near Santa Clara. I'll see if I still have the contact information. If I do, I'll get that over to you as well. It'd be a lot of fun.
Justina says Leadville, Colorado is a good place as well.
Okay. There's Andrew. I was wondering when you were coming on. I was like, where's Andrew? I did say 6 o'clock, didn't I? Anyway, it's good to see you, Andrew. Have you done anything new recently? So I'm glad that there's a lot of people, and I'm getting so many great suggestions. I'm really going to have to take into account all this. This originally started as live for 20 minutes, and has turned into an hour, hour and a half live show because of all the participation, all the questions, and all the great information I'm getting from people. So keep it up. I really enjoy this. It's making it a lot more fun to do, and I'm getting anywhere from, and I'm not getting like big grips of thousands of people watching this right live, but I'm getting the right people watching this live, and that's you. So that's who I enjoy. Sorry, I just woke up. We had the day off. Hey, you know what? My men and women in uniform, you deserve the day off. You deserve more than that. Just remember that. What's Chuck's writing to me?
He says, in Klamath Falls, Oregon, it's hard to find places because they hide the history so well. It's hard to find any idea.
They do that.
Do you have any ideas?
They do the same thing here in Utah. It is known that when the archives of the church has hidden a lot of truth, and it makes it very difficult to do paranormal investigations, especially when you need to find the real history and the real what happened. And when you can't be told the truth, it's really hard to figure out what's going on. And I really hate the fact that we can't tell the truth. We are grown-ups. We are a nation. Okay, people have done horrible things. That's why we learn from our mistakes. So, let's see. Do I have any ideas? Not off the top of my head. But that doesn't mean something. I'll be up on the wind turbine working, but I've got something, and I will message you if anything pops into my head. So I will keep that in mind. Okay. You seem so cool to hang out with. I try. I don't gloat, but I like to be a fun person. I like being around people. So, and that's about as truthful as I can be with that. I mean, I guess I could be a jerk. I'm pretty 100% sure on that, but generally not so bad. So, yeah. And I really appreciate you guys. I really do. I mean, this is fun. Every week it gets better and better and better just talking, and I love answering the questions. And like I said, if I can't answer it, I'm not going to lie to you. And I hope that you understand that. What else we got? We'll give it a couple more minutes, and then I'm going to wrap it up and throw my feet in the air and watch a movie. I don't care what at this point. Just kind of relax, enjoy myself. If you have any more questions, I'll give it a few more minutes, and then we'll call it a day, okay?
Let us know what you like to do for fun.
What do I like to do for fun? Oh, I have a ton of things I like to do for fun. Now I can't think of any. Besides ghost hunting, I love to write. I just wish I could get more done on the second book. I love to film. I love to take pictures. I love to fish, four-wheel, camp. Drinking used to be up there on the list, but you know what? I feel much better not drinking anymore. I really do. I actually feel a little bit younger for some reason. I love movies. Movies and music. I am just a huge fan. I have an obsession with movies. It's almost sickening. So I love working with reptiles. I did study reptiles and herpetology. My wife has taken that over in the house because I've been so busy, and she is very brilliant at that as well, and follows me around in all these things we love because we love them together. I love to go shooting. I don't hunt. Most hunting I do is just fishing. I do not hunt animals other than fishing, and I do eat the fish that I catch unless they're itty bitty and I can throw them back. I love to go to the little festivals, fairs. I love to talk with people. I mean, you name it. I pretty much love doing almost everything. So, do I have kids? No, I do not. Unfortunately, right now, I do not have children. But that always can change and would be just welcome in any aspect. But I do have a lot of children in my life whom I love very much. I have a lot of nieces and nephews, and friends' kids who have become my family, and I love every one of them so very much, and I get to spend a lot of time with them. In fact, this weekend, Jade and Kate I got to hang out with while we went to the Balloon Festival. It was fantastic. I had a great time with those kids. So, and I am a believer in guarding children, so I'm very protective. Let's see. Skinwalkers. I don't do a lot. I don't do anything with skinwalkers, Adam. And is this the? Okay, give me Adam's information. Look that up, please. I want to find out if this is what I'm thinking of. Okay. Thank you so much. Would like to meet you guys sometime if you can ever get.
I can never get that way.
Okay. Did
How
you?
did you react the first time you ever got touched by the spirit? I tripped out from being grabbed by the neck.
I actually sat in silence for quite a while. I think it was shock. I really think it was absolute shock. I don't remember what I stared at. I don't remember what I thought. I don't remember anything. I just remember coming to and realizing what had happened. I think it, because when you're starting out, you're not used to that. Now I've been grabbed by the arm, throat, been scratched on the chest, and it's just a normal occurrence. But it really, it scared me. I'm not gonna lie, it scared the living crap out of me. I wasn't scared of ghosts until I found out they can grab you. And then I had to learn that that's going to happen. And now it doesn't scare me, but it does make me a lot more cautious on what I do. So.
We got a hello from Philadelphia. Have you ever been to the Eastern State Penitentiary?
I haven't been to the Eastern State Penitentiary, but I do have a file on it. I've had many emails that have come my way asking me if I've been there. I've had some stories. If you have a great story or a legend that I can hear about, I'd love to hear it because it gives me a starting point where I can do some research. Even if it becomes an urban legend, some of them are based around some of the truth, so I can actually look up and find some of the facts. So I'd love to hear more if you can get that to me. Do I have horses? No, I do not have any horses. I have a dog the size of a horse. That's about as close as I get. I do know how to ride a horse. You can't come. Me and my family moved here from Las Vegas, and when we moved here, one of the first things I learned from my neighbor was how to ride a horse. And they taught me how to rope. I think they were hoping for me to become an actual cowboy. I do love the apparel. I love my duster. That is my trademark when I go ghost hunting in a lot of areas. And now I have the wonderful hat we picked up there in Kanab. And of course, I got my new 6-shooter that I got for an early birthday present. So it's that cowboy thing's kind of coming out. It's going to be drawn out a little bit more, you know. I'll be the first cowboy to be screaming down the street listening to Korn. It'd be awesome. So let's see. I agree there. Hey now, Venus. Hey now, what, Venus? What we got? So, and I get a lot of questions on the aspect. I like a lot of things. When it comes to ghost hunting, that is my primary. People always assume a lot. I used to have very long hair. I got tattoos, and I'm going to have a whole lot more. I like loud, fast music. And I don't believe any of that defines who I am. I believe I define who I am. So I'm saying if I come off as the cowboy with the duster and stuff like that, I'm sorry, but that's just that become a trademark because of the cover of the book and things like that. And I do love the cowboy apparel, especially the old-fashioned stuff. So that really does intrigue me quite a bit. Let's see.
Justina says her daughter wants to know how many horses you have.
I don't have any horses. I'm sorry. I wish I had one. I would like a black Andalusian or a nice Palomino. Wouldn't be so bad. But an Andalusian black, I just don't think I'd ever ride it. It'd be like having a dog. I'd walk around, call it, you know. I do live in a community right now that I can literally walk just around the corner, and there's horses right there. I get to pet. I have friends with horses, but I don't have any myself. Okay. So, metal, yeah. So I'm going to wrap this up and call it a night because I really would like to sit there and kind of relax a little bit. It's been kind of a weekend. So what I'd like to tell you is like I tell all of you, What's the way? I'm sorry. What do we got?
Dustin says, "You were born an original. Don't die."
Don't ever die a copy. Be who you are and love who you are.
I love it.
Let's say, hey, I like that a lot. So what I like to always leave off with telling you all how much I appreciate you, and I do. Um, this has been truly amazing. It really is a dream come true. It's starting as it is for me. I cannot wait to have the show going. I really should pay more attention to that and get another producer back on board and get that rolling. It's just like I said, the book has been, I think, more important to me at the moment. It's all of you out there who have done so much to support me. The questions, it really gets me back in the mental state that I needed to be in to be a paranormal investigator. And I'm not saying that I need fandom to be a paranormal investigator. I'm saying that I get to meet so many great people that give me so much great new advice or new questions that I can rethink and relearn some of the things and maybe even grow with you and learn. And I really enjoy that. And it's because of all of you. Now, all 33,000 of you that have made this what it is. And I'm very appreciative. You have no idea. I promised one thing to a lot of you when I said that if I get to that area, I will do something with you. If the show does go and we do end up in that area, I promise you that I will make sure that I will take some time to be with those that help me be where I'm at and who have supported me and who have just been great people out there. So thank you. Thank you to every one of you. Thank you to all of you that are online right now with me. Listen to me drone on, asking questions. Thank you. Okay, from the bottom of my heart. And I hope that every one of you takes a little bit of a lesson from this. And I hope that I can help in any way and that we have a lot of fun together. So with that being said, you can still text the website. You can still comment on this, and I will respond. I might even go back through and reply. I try to do that every time we get online. But from the bottom of my heart, thank you. I appreciate every one of you. Andrew, it was good seeing you again. I'm sorry. Tell your family and your sister hello. I will do that. Andrew, I'm sorry that I'm getting off now. But thank you all from the bottom of my heart. And I want to wish you guys a great Sunday. And as always, to you, happy hunting. Thanks a lot for joining me.